Hello everyone, I am LithiumX. I am a long-time holder of the HOT token. A purchaser of the Holoport. Everything you will see here is my own research. I am not a financial advisor. My opinions are based off my own experiences in crypto. Please click the like and subscribe button and turn on notifications to get the latest Holochain news from LithiumX. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in today. I will be comparing one of the most technologically advanced cryptocurrencies available in the crypto space named Cardano, and how they compare to the emerging technology of Holochain. Who is Cardano, you may be asking? Built on the programming language, Haskell. The platform began development in 2015 and was launched in 2017 by Charles Hoskinson, a co-founder of Ethereum. Hoskinson left Ethereum after a dispute with one of its co-founders, Vitalik Buterin. After leaving, he co-founded IOHK, a blockchain engineering company, whose primary business is the development of Cardano, alongside the Cardano Foundation in Amerigo. The platform is named after Girolamo Cardano, while the cryptocurrency itself is named after Ada Lovelace. Cardano is a third-generation, decentralized proof-of-stake blockchain platform designed to be a more efficient alternative to proof-of-work networks. Scalability, interoperability, and sustainability on proof-of-work networks like Ethereum are limited by the infrastructure burden of growing costs, energy use, and slow transaction times. Cardano is being built in 5 phases toward achieving its goal of developing the network into a decentralized application (DApp) development platform with a multi-asset ledger and verifiable smart contracts. Each of the 5 phases is named after an influential historical figure, and are colloquially referred to as an era. The 5 phases, or eras, are 1. Foundation. Byron era. 2. Decentralization, Shelley era. 3. Smart contracts, Goguen era. 4. Scaling, Basho era. 5. Governance, Voltaire era. 2021 was a productive year for Cardano. It successfully forked to become a multi-asset blockchain, enabling users to create tokens that run on Cardano natively, similar to how tokens operate on Ethereum. Full smart contract functionality remains on their roadmap. Its token, ADA, became tradable on Coinbase in mid-March. And investors lined up. The price of ADA rose 560% over Q1, the most among the CoinDesk 20, a core group of cryptocurrencies tracked by the news site. Then in April, Cardano announced a major blockchain identity initiative in Africa, beginning with a partnership with the Ethiopian government to improve the quality of education. Cardano makes some promising claims about its platform. That seems mainly aimed at differentiating from Ethereum, still the giant in the smart contract space. With a market capitalization roughly 10 times as large as Cardano is as of this writing. Among its core features, protocols for scalability and security are supposedly more scientific, based on peer-reviewed academic research. A unique algorithm, called Ouroboros, billed as the most environmentally sustainable blockchain protocol. Ouroboros consensus system empowers various types of stakeholders, including input endorsers and slot leaders, to mine coins and verify transactions. A hierarchical structure that includes a settlement layer for accounting and a control layer for executing smart contracts, supposedly making Cardano ideal as both a medium of exchange and a decentralized world computer. What we can say is that Cardano is seeking to be a better blockchain protocol which is fundamentally different than what Holochain is doing. Cardano and Holochain may ultimately be solving some of the same problems, but they face very different challenges along the way. For example, one of blockchain's biggest challenges is efficiency, or scalability. The computing costs of recording everything that happens on every node of a blockchain are huge, as is the storage load of keeping all of that data forever, so it's hard to imagine blockchain being suitable for applications involving any kind of big media files. Another issue is latency. Blockchains often take several minutes or more to record even simple events, so they're not very suitable for collaborative applications that rely on fast update times. For these reasons, blockchain projects seem to be primarily setting their sights on financial services applications, which tend to hold relatively little data and don't require real-time processing. Cardano is no exception, making interoperability with legacy financial systems one of its core objectives. Who is Holochain, you may be asking? Holochain is an open-source framework for building fully distributed, decentralized, peer-to-peer applications with patent-protected technology. Holo is launching an end-to-end decentralized peer-to-peer app hosting marketplace. which is immune to cyber attacks or offline outages, and enables anyone to compete with Amazon Web Services. With Holo users offering their spare computing capacity on their own laptop, desktop, Holoport, Holo virtual machine, or other computer. When their computer hosts an application, the developer pays them instead of Amazon. Amazon Web Services can be affected by cyber attacks and internet outages that we have seen in the recent past. In 2021, Amazon Web Services, AWS, generated revenues of $62.2 billion with its cloud services, with demand up by $17 billion from 2020. Instead of being data-centric, like traditional blockchains, Holochain takes an agent-centric approach. This architecture opens the network up to a vast array of distributed data structures that you can build on top of it. Holochain apps are versatile, resilient, scalable, compatible with IoT technology, and thousands of times more efficient than blockchain. Holochain empowers people and communities to reclaim control of their data, identity, and agreements from the surveillance web. You can build and run the same web apps we rely on, like social networks, communication, marketplaces, knowledge sharing, with enhanced privacy and security and unlocking a truly peer-to-peer NextNet. Holochain is completely free to use and run, because users host themselves and each run a local copy of the application. To perform a small amount of the shared workload of validation and storage, there is no need to pay any intermediary miners or stakers. No gas fees also mean no built-in token is required to run Holochain apps, eliminating a major usability hurdle. The tokens people commonly associate with Holochain, HoloToken, Ticker, $HOT, and HoloFuel, actually power the Holo hosting network, a peer-to-peer hosting marketplace that enables anyone to participate in a Holochain application through a web browser without having to purchase any cryptocurrency or have a crypto wallet. On a blockchain, every node on a network maintains the same state of the entire network. On Holochain, each node maintains its own history in a personal, cryptographically tamper-proof chain. DHTs, distributed hash tables, are implemented on Holochain to create shared public space. Each node carries some of the shared data so that if a node goes offline, its data isn't lost to the community. This is configurable for each app's use case. Distributed validation built into Holochain means that every user of an app agrees to that app's validation rules. If these rules are broken, other nodes can tell how and by whom, and then react accordingly. Holochain doesn't have the scalability problems of blockchain. Blockchain scaling problems are mostly related to managing large-scale consensus. On Holochain there is no overall, global correctness, or consensus, built into Holochain. Instead, each node that receives a record of a transaction validates it against the shared application rules and gossips it to their peers. If the rules are broken, that transaction is rejected by the validator. If foul play is detected on a node's part, the node is either propagating or validating bad data, that node is blocked and a warning is sent to others. Each Holochain app is its own network. As you may have seen on Holo AMA number 50. Art Brock stated since they have been testing Holochain with sharding. Holochain scales so much that really what we have done is run into the limitations of the testing orchestration tools that exist. Recently Cardano made news headlines. Cardano developer IOHK increases block size by 11% to accommodate more transactions in a bid to reduce congestion on the network. Holochain on the other hand does not have a set TPS, transactions per second, like blockchain-based or blockchain-derived projects do, because it doesn't have a central point through which all transactions must pass. Instead, Holochain is a generalized protocol for distributed computing. Because all users host a copy of the application, including the app's validation rules, they don't need to consult anyone else, so if there are computers on the network that are slower to update or are offline, that doesn't slow you down. As a result, infinite transactions per second. Increasing with the number of users on the network. If there are a billion people using a currency app, there could be 500 million transactions taking place at the same time, one transaction for every pair of people who are transacting. Unlike Cardano, Holochain is capable of handling large media applications. Shared data is replicated only enough times to provide a healthy amount of redundancy, perhaps 25 or 50 times, not on every single node as in blockchain, so it is completely feasible to store and serve large documents, images, and videos. Even live video streaming is possible through the shared data environment of a Holochain app. And on that note, a developer named Felipe joined the dev.hc Discord, where devs get together to mentor each other and build apps. In 4 nights, he managed to put together a proof of concept for a peer-to-peer video chat app. He's calling it Doom, no, not the game Doom, but decentralized Zoom, and you can check out the source code at the full-re/Doom GitHub repository. Art Brock, systems architect and co-founder of Holochain, tweeted, "It's great to see people building these kinds of things on Holochain. Decentralized Zoom equals Doom. Is there a blockchain you can zoom on?" Holochain has a number of features that combine to make for near zero latency. You write data to your local chain instantly. Once your data is recorded on your own source chain and then published to the network, the other computers update to your change in their own time. Seconds for most computers, perhaps minutes for some, but you typically don't have to wait for that to happen to continue moving forward. For example, if you're posting in a social media application, you see your own post immediately, and you can add a comment to it right away. In addition, you can send signals, which are real-time updates transmitted to the specific parties you're interacting with, ahead of validation by the network. In a chat application, for example, the person you're chatting to gets a signal so that their screen updates right away with your message, as fast as in any centralized chat application. The name Holochain came from a variety of reasons. It's a composed whole of other technologies, it's structurally holographic, and it empowers holistic patterns. Holographic storage. Every node has a resilient sample of the whole. Like cutting a hologram, if you were to cut a Holochain network in half, make it so half the nodes were isolated from the other half, you would have two whole, functioning systems, not two partial, broken systems. So what advantages does Cardano have relative to Holochain? The biggest one might be awareness, both of the project itself and of the underlying technology. Cardano has gotten a lot more press than Holochain to date. Holochain is a technology at least as disruptive as Ethereum, and remember how many years it took for developers to basically understand Ethereum smart contracts and start building with them? Holochain's path to awareness is probably more like Ethereum's in 2014 to 2017 than Cardano's today. Cardano may be positioned to meet market demand for a better blockchain and give Ethereum a real run for its money. But Holochain may be poised to leapfrog beyond a lot of them, since it is capable of addressing a set of use cases that blockchain protocols simply cannot, with even higher data integrity and the kind of scalability blockchain can only dream of. I would like to thank everyone for tuning in today. Please take a second and subscribe to my channel and comment down below. Your support is greatly appreciated and it helps other users find my videos. I will leave my donation wallet info up if you wish to donate. On that note, I will never DM users about donations. I am currently available on forum.holo.host and Twitter. Always beware of scammers. Until next time, LithiumX.